G'day guys, welcome back. It's the ESL AUNNZ Championship Season Finals. We're at Supernova at Sydney Olympic Park, and we're now into our final couple of matches of the day. We've got two more coming up, this being one of them, Porde and SYF. We haven't had the opportunity to see either of these two teams play just yet. Obviously, we've been running around, having a bit of a fun time, getting our ears turned into elf ears and that kind of thing.
Speak for yourself, Jordan.
Yeah.
Some of us were working hard watching the Tainted Minds Corvidae game.
Yeah. So, well, tell me then, how did you feel about that Corvidae game?
I feel like it was just Tainted Minds, couldn't shut them out. PZ Kid obviously having an amazing game, amazing tournament so far. He's been playing very well, but yeah, I mean, Tainted Minds should have shut that one out a lot earlier, so worrying signs there for them, but it is pretty cold in here, so it probably
the hands need a little bit. You're going to be seeing me on camera going like this all the time, but yeah, look, hopefully this match is going to warm us up a little bit. Let's have a look and see what the matches have gone like so far today on our second stream. Obviously, we had Chiefs and Darksided. That one went the way of the Chiefs, then Grayhound Darksided, and then Grayhound Chiefs.
People
and we all know.
read, Jordan.
Hey?
People can read.
Yeah, and then in the end...
What do they not know about this?
Well, Grayhound got knocked out of that group, which is
insane.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. No one thought that would happen. But that's what happens. That's Counter-Strike, ladies and gentlemen. So,
yeah.
Chiefs with the amazing upsets.
Yeah.
A dominating win over Order on Mirage, and then an upset win against Greyhounds in very close fashion. I believe that was Mirage as well. So
yeah, 16-14. Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Went down to the wire.
Yeah, anyway, well, we're going to get to see a couple of Corvidae matches. That's who we're going to be following, at least for the last couple of games for today. That's Corvidae SYF for us to start things off, at least for you and I. And obviously, yeah, like we've seen a little bit there from Corvidae up against Tainted Minds. SYF, we haven't seen just yet here. At least for you and I. So, looking at the roster that SYF actually has, I mean, I feel like they're a reasonable contender here.
The roster, basically. And yeah, they're good. You would expect them to come out of group second. Maybe Corvidae can get an upset here. This is the game of the group, I think. This one can really go either way.
It's weird though, because like obviously this Corvidae roster, when we do bring it up and have a look at it, you know, they've been through a lot of changes and that kind of thing. So
this is just.
Christo's back from the dead.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I know, right? What an amazing change this lineup has gone through over the years, pretty much housing all the top talent in Australia.
At one point.
At one point, yeah. So Lightstep, Xavier, I think as Karath was calling him.
I'm probably just going to go with Zeva.
Zeva? Okay, well, whatever. Crisal, Inject, and PZ Kid. I mean, everyone talks about Inject. He's playing for Ground Zero now.
Yep.
PZ Kid obviously has been around forever. And yeah, he
dropped. So was Lightstep.
He dropped 20 kills against Tainted Minds in the first half. Really, he tore them to shreds.
Yep.
Only got 6 rounds on their T side though, so it looks a bit shocking on paper in that regard. Since Cache, I'd make it a T-sided map, but you got one guy firing on all cylinders, and that's the best you can do. But they really held in there to the last minute and made it painful for Tainted Minds.
Well, let's have a look at who Corvidae is going up against. It's going to be SYF, and now I think we were talking about. Corvidae having a lot of players that have been around for a long, long time. Well, when you look at SYF, it's pretty much the exact opposite. You've got these.
Yeah.
I mean, with the exception maybe of like Noobster and Prackham.
Right? But they're not at the the echelon you would expect for like a Lightstep or a Crisal. So
I mean, at least for me, for these guys, like when you look at someone like Gyra, I think is a player that's kind of coming through still.
Yeah, well, he was almost going to be on that super team with Havoc and Top Gun. So he's on people's radar at the moment. Prackham obviously ex Greyhounds. Llamas, well, he's a new kid on the block basically, but Elusive and Noob, so they've been around in the lower divisions and developing steadily over time.
Yeah, so we'll see what map we're going to be getting onto here as well.
Look at that! Look at that cable management.
Yeah, Inferno is going to be the map, and yeah, actually, that desk is kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever used it. When we had it at a couple of other conventions, and now here, it's quite an insane thing to build. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, it's pretty crazy how it all gets sort of folded up and that kind of thing. But yeah, anyway, Inferno is going to be the map here. I don't really want to comment, at least for me personally, too much on the map between these two teams.
Why not?
Just because I haven't watched them
that much. You just don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, look, for me, I think you'd have to lean towards SYF. It's a very strong map for them.
Okay.
Corvidae, they're literally made just for this tournament, basically. They've stuck together throughout the season. They've turned up to Supernova, and they're just trying to prove something individually. Whereas SYF, they're a bit of a storied roster now, coming across from Streamline into the SYF brand. See how they get taken care of, see where they go from there.
Yeah, so are you thinking SYF is going to win this?
I'm just going to lean towards SYF.
Yeah, I think
you've got to pick something.
Yeah,
I know these guys from AEM and everything after that, so yeah.
I would probably think that I'd be leaning on the same side of the coin there as you.
It'd be a safe bet to copy me, I suppose.
Yeah, well, that's true. I didn't copy you with the Order Greyhound thing. Kind of bit me in the butt. 16-14, 2 rounds. What difference that could have made?
No one asked me what I thought about the Chiefs game. That's for sure.
What did you think?
Luckily, that
you would have thought Order.
No, I definitely would have gone. on a 16-3 drubbing to Chiefs.
Yeah, very, very interesting how that has all played out. Chiefs in order through from I suppose we'll not really call it Group A. They're either the red group or the blue group. I'm not sure if they're the blue group or the red group. I don't
It's just, you just take both pills and get it over with.
Yeah, one of them. They're through from that first set. Now we're looking to see who's going to be through here from the second set. You know, we're looking at Tainted Minds, obviously, as being the team to come through.
I would
from
say
this
they're
group.
going to get through comfortably, you know, but that was not a comfortable victory against Corvidae, so
No.
who can happen. Wait till they get up against SYF, maybe. Who knows? 8-0 in the regular season, so
well,
can't
regardless,
really rule them out.
We'll see whether or not it's going to be one of these two teams going through. We do head here on to Inferno. We'll get to find out.
What a beautiful fly through.
Yeah, we'll get to find out which of these teams is going to be able to put themselves one up on the board. SYF did beat Control 16-10 in their matchup
On Nuke.
earlier on, and obviously Corvidae right now is down 0-1. So if Corvidae drop this one, they're out. And if SYF win this one, there's a very good chance that they go through.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, you just got to lean towards FYF. They got that tenure, but, you know, upsets can happen. Light step teams always seem to find a way. You know, Inject obviously has always got that thirst to prove himself on LAN. And PZ Kid, he's been around, you know, he's been through it all. He's got the experience now. So, yeah, it's a very interesting sort of composition, that lineup. You can't really put them away from the start. I did against Tainted Minds, and they proved me wrong pretty much, coming through to the last hurdle. So that's definitely food for thought.
Yeah, food for thought. That would be nice indeed, wouldn't it? Guess we have a little bit of a technical pause here by the looks of things.
Yep, you got Cam stepping in, so something must be very bad.
Indeed.
It's light step. He needs to...
Probably a cable's come unplugged. They need to find out which one.
Got a call from home. How's the kid? How's Mini light step? I don't know. I just got off the phone with them. Yeah, you can't be on the phone to back home while you're playing.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Wife's going to give you
make
some
exception?
hints. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it. They're going to have to quit. They're going to have to forfeit.
Forfeit? Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Well, we could just get a cosplayer in.
Oh,
Lightstep can go home. We'll just get someone in.
I have not seen a good one yet, Jordan. I've been quite disappointed.
What about the Darth Vader?
I only saw the wand.
I saw the Darth Vader walk past 3 times while we were on the main stream.
Yeah, yeah. That was the red lightsaber that looked...
Yep. Very red.
It was very red.
It was bright.
It was like a red rocket, you could say.
Yeah, you can have a look at all the merch there in the back as well, here, the merch store.
The ESL merchandise, yeah, always sells well.
Yep. We've sold out of the grey hats. I kind of wanted to wear one on stream, but...
The grey hats, is that like the prediction hat, the ESL hat?
Grey ESL hat. Yeah, it's kind of...
okay.
It's gone. They're all gone.
Well...
You can only get the black ones
They
now.
got plenty of other things there, like the Australis jersey, Navi, Virtus Pro, all those teams.
See a Mouse Sports there? I don't think we've had that.
I think you got that.
It's new. I think it's new, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the Vodafone one or not, but...
It looks like it.
Yeah.
I think the Vodafone is the logo in the middle, right?
Yep.
So.
Well, I think they got the O2, if it's the Vodafone one, isn't it? But who knows? Anyway, everything's off to a cracking start, I think. We're getting back underway.
Seems like it anyway.
Prackham's got a hand warmer, so if he's not careful, he's going to get mobbed for that because they are...
It is quite cold.
they're in hot demand.
Yep. Would wonder, or you might have been wondering why we were wearing no jackets earlier. It was because it's gotten colder. That's why. But here we go again on to Inferno. Seems like this time we are proper live, and going to be Corvidae starting off on the T side. They are running away with quite a decent amount of utility there. Smoke a piece for PZ Kids ever. Also got the HE and the flashbang there as well. Not much on the side of SYF though, just the defuse kit for Gyro, who is actually pushing quite aggressively here. So if he does get picked off, could be a little bit dangerous with the defuse kit dropped in apartments there, but he will be able to get his way back into the A-bomb site, where that defuse kit might be a little bit more useful should it be dropped. But over on the B side of the map, Elusive just scouting for some info. The smoke goes down from the T side, but they're not using it just yet. Both smokes, in fact, and a lot of utility being put here into the B bomb site. That's a good opener for Zeba. This is just a fake right now for Corvidae. And the more kills that they can get, the more players that they can rotate across, the job is going to get even easier on that A bomb site. Elusive at least able to get one, but it's just not enough. Look at the entire rotation from SYF off the A bomb site. That leaves the bomb an easy plant for Corvidae. As now SYF are going to have to try and retake even still while being parried by Corvidae all along.
It's a fantastic fake. It's worked out. Worked absolute wonders here. Gyro's going to go down for his trouble. Bit early before the retake would come in. Chris Hour feeling that momentum going for it. Noobs with a nice shot. Going to leave it down to the 1v3 and he's putting him away. But PZ Kid is going to come through with that lurk he's forever been known for. and seal the deal there for Corvidae. So that was a very nice fake, well executed. You haven't seen something like that so far this tournament, even on a pistol round. Gets the full rotation out of SYF.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
We've seen a couple of teams really hold their nerve, haven't we, in terms of fakes today. Tainted Minds just previously against Corvidae got faked out a couple of times and didn't even rotate, just happy to hold B with one player. So,
well, that one's completely bamboozled SYF.
Yeah.
But they've decided to invest a little bit in here. At least Prackham and Llamas have. The rest have not really brought up behind that. Just the pistols across the board. Really info there for Elusive. Just spotting the player out in Banana, but as a result, he has to fall back into the B bomb site quite quickly. And so Banana now in control of Corvidae. Means SYF are going to have a lot more difficulty trying to get some info over on the B bomb site. And really gives Corvidae a bit of free reign across the map now. Yeah,
a bit of a stack towards B with just the two players looking at walls trying to flash, but Peasy Kid gets 2 for his trouble right there. And Gyra is also going to fall in the hallway. So that's pretty much the A stack gone. You would feel pretty confident walking in. Sever's just going to try and mop up some kills at B. The bomb would be silly to go there, but now that A's completely cleared out, you're going to see SYF just try and hold on to this armor that Prackham has. Interesting to see if Prackham fights first or Elusive at this point, but that CZ not able to work for him. So a bit of a formality this round turned into, and really there was quite a bit of investment.
All right, Elusive, couple of kills there, a little bit of damage to that T economy, and not much more past that as Chriso is going to shut him down. All in all, not a bad round really out for Corvidae. They take 3 guns through, the AK comes through, so no real concerns. And I mean, it could have been a lot better, and it could have really been a little bit disappointing actually for SYF had they not picked up those last couple of kills there for Elusive. But, you know, he managed just to sort of stabilize the ship just a little bit, gets a couple of kills across there, and makes it look like at least SYF have managed to get something out of that investment.
Yeah, and I mean, look, this round definitely should just be a formality here. They've got all the perfect grenades and weapons to deal with just this USP round by SYF. They've got a good stack on, though. But
yeah, it's a good stack here from SYF, actually, but it's well navigated there by Corvidae as they do spot out the first couple of players. They need to be aware that there are another 3, which is not necessarily what you're always going to be expecting. And Sandbag's not really checked, but in the end, Prackham just can't hit the shots there with the USP. Always going to be a little bit difficult. And all in all, like you said, it was going to be a formality, and in the end, that's exactly what it was. Corvidae close it out.
Lightstep gets in there, smelling the blood, the shark in the water, hunting down those eco frags. Unfortunately, that last one, not with the SMG, so no money bonus for him. Much of a muchness, as we like to say, Jordan. Just got the double AWP set up here for the CTs on SYF. It's a common thing for them. They like to do it. Works out well for them. Pretty unexpected sometimes to start the actual half with a double AWP set up.
Yeah, quite a hefty early investment.
It is a big investment, yeah, damn straight.
So this could come back to bite them in the butt a little bit.
It's a really nice grenade. Molly take Banana there by Corvidae. Unfortunately, just the one grenade, so it's not really enough to push Noobster off the line. Might want to think about coordinating that. Just 2 players throwing a nade there is very good. Maybe just throw a Molly to the sandbag first, force the player out of there if he's there, and double nade the corner, and then catch him on the way out. Oh, sneaky carpet smoke here. This could be the bust onto the A site.
Well, Llamas is going to have a lot of work to do here, but he just gets quickly dispatched off by Lightstep. So far for Corvidae, this T side looking like it's working really, really well. They're going to go 4-0 up off the back of this round. They get into the A bomb site. The entries are really good, and there's not really any defense being put up there by SYF, actually, and they've decided to give up the round, leaving Noobster and Elusive to save on the B bomb site. Not much else you can really do being those last couple of players over there.
Yeah, and as you said, it's a hefty investment for the start of a match, so this save is definitely going to pay off if they can keep both these guns alive. Lightstep again on the hunt. Noobs has got a pretty good angle. I believe he would have saw him cross. And Lightstep's just being patient here. They really want to take these guns off SYF, and this AWP in particular, it's a big deal.
Yeah, Lightstep's got himself an M4, upgrading that from the UMP, so have a little bit more to sacrifice in this chase, but
just hide Noobs.
All in all, for Corvidae, doesn't look like they're going to be able to get any of those guns away.
Yep.
Molotov just a little bit too late there for Corvidae, but they do get the round win. And that's good. Puts them up 4-0. Still not going to be enough for an investment here from SYF. Now, admittedly, Elusive could drop a rifle if he wanted to bolster this buy, but that puts him in a little bit of a precarious position in the future.
A lot of teams do opt for this sort of buy strategy where you might put both the guns in one site and force the other with CZ. really try and force the issue. But obviously, Corvidae know you save these weapons, so they're not going to take this round very lightly. And it's just going to be the mid-wall take here from Corvidae. They might be able to catch Noobster, but PZ Kid doesn't commit. Smart choice, obviously. You know, you're not sure about what's around that corner. But actually, knowing Lightstep is about to trade you out anyway, I'd probably go for that one in future. But
yeah, Chriso's just working banana. He's already managed to find the first kill. Here's Bracken backing off, and the rotation to come across here from SYF as well. So Corvidae, they have a lot of room to work with here on the A-bomb site. PZ Kid taking full advantage of that to get quite deep, and no one's really spotted him just yet. So SYF in a pretty precarious position right now. It's all going to be on the shoulders of Noobster. If he's not able to get a single kill here, then it's round over. And even if he does, there's the rotation coming around from SYF, but
PZ Kid's got them locked out as well.
yeah, exactly. PZ Kid's sitting around the back.
Everyone rotate towards B, so they're pretty much stuffed.
Corvidae's just playing another game right now, aren't they? Like, they are reading the play so well, and SYF's got no idea what's going on.
I don't know if you could say they're pugging it, but the structure that they have is allowing them to adapt on the fly, and it's showing, you know, quite clearly that that's what their plan is. They're not going to force their own agenda. They're literally just working off what information they're getting from SYF, which is, you know, for these guys, these teams that I say they're developing, I mean, it's probably the first time SYF has versed a team of this caliber in this league that has got the ability to do what they're doing because of that experience that they have in the team. They are able to say, okay, PZ Kid takes a risk up jungle. He can hear guys rotating toward B. You'd be silly to commit to B at that point. You make your move, and they make their move very quickly. They rotate back towards the A site, and that really is the nail in the coffin there for SYF.
Yeah. This is either a tactical pause or a technical pause. Not sure at this point. I imagine, given there's nothing going on as far as the admins are concerned, this is a technical pause, which in my mind...
Cam's there again, so we got to...
Yeah, but he's not doing anything. He's just chilling. He's having a breather. Yeah. I think it was a tactical pause, sorry. I have to imagine it would have been an SYF one, but there seemed to be a lot more chatting going on in the Corvidae camp. So, I don't know, maybe someone's seen something, wants to try something this round, but up 5-0. Corvidae are progressing along very, very nicely indeed. And SYF, well, they've got to figure something out. It's going to be a triple stack to B. And a little bit of a change up there for SYF. A lot of early nade usage, and Gyra off the back of that will take the advantage actually in apartments with an aggressive peak there. A lot of damage done by the utilities though on both sides as well.
A lot of people underestimate the importance of carpet control for the T side. Gyra getting that kill is very good for SYF to read what Corvidae will be doing in the future. Oh, Noobster gets flashed off the line. Very lucky to get away with his life here.
But he's still got an opportunity to find some more frags. Corvidae just sort of half peeking that corner, but deciding not to fully commit to it. They do still have PZ Kid lurking around on the A-bomb site.
Yeah, it's very similar to style to what I see with ViewSonic Darksided as well. With Noisier and Carpets and the rest of the team off doing their own thing.
This time, PZ Kid not going to have as much of an impact on the lurk as he did in the last round. Noobster just setting them up and knocking them down. Corvidae peeking him one by one. That's not how you want to deal with an AWP. Noobster is quite content to dispatch of a couple of players, and this round looks like it's going to be falling over for Corvidae. It'll be the first round, surely, for SYF, unless PZ Kid can get some sort of opening here with the AWP, and it would have to have happened right about now. Zeva not able to get enough trades. Noobster had a great round, 4 kills without AWP, and that's the first one on the board for SYF.
They're going to need a few more of those, Jordan, if they're going to get anywhere. CT sided, you'd probably be looking at least 8 rounds just to be comfortable. And who knows what Corvidae are going to deliver. Like I said, they've got that element of surprise. Whereas it's quite possible that Corvidae have studied SYF. Just even to a fraction of a degree, like maybe a quick run through of a VOD.
Yep.
That's all it
See
takes.
some tendencies.
Yep. See this triple banana quite often. As soon as there's a couple mollies down banana, then maybe make that move towards A and see how quick they do it. There's no mucking around, and this is all about taking advantage of that information you have.
Yeah, the very, very fast play down mid from Corvidae that allows them straight up to top mid, and the rotation's still in effect here for SYF, although Corvidae have slowed down, which
they really should be going towards B here. They've taken way too long to secure the A site. They've left banana completely open. definitely going to be held solo by an AWP by now. You've got to imagine.
Well, let's see what Chriso can do here on the entry. Prackham caught napping, essentially, but Elusive is there. 2 kills for him, not enough. Zever and PZ Kid also chiming in for Corbiday. And the A-bomb site, it is still contested here by Gyra, but Zever, nice headshot onto Gyra in pit.
And you've got to remember, we see through that smoke a lot clearer than Gyra would have. Sorry, Zever.
Zever?
Yep.
Yeah. We'll just go through the entire 10 players. We'll get it right eventually.
Well,
1 in 10.
You throw enough of it at a wall, something's bound to stick.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm not sure about that from Noobster, but there was the option to save. Plenty of time on the board, I guess, but that's his money in the bin. And this game, this momentum, this pace that Corvidae are keeping up is really blowing SYF out of the park. That's their money in absolute shambles. They've had to save 1 round. They've pretty much been reset. So, for all intensive purposes, we're going to jump towards carpets. Inject us a little slow there.
Always a difficult shot to hit.
Yeah, Noobs are just game enough to go for that second bite of the cherry. Banana control coming out from Chrisau. No pressure on him, not even a flash push. Elusive in the corner there. You would expect on any day of the week for that to get mollied out, but these two teams definitely just trying to feel each other out.
Zever's killed PZ Kid with a nade somehow, Chris. So, he's been doing this every single round pretty much. Just walking up Banana, quite a slow progression, but he's finding a kill.
I don't like to see that sort of thing happen, Jordan. Where's the teamwork? Where's the communication? Eco or not, there's really no excuse. Prackham opting not to pick up the AK there.
Well, someone must have called it. Maybe Prackham just wasn't aware.
Yeah, again, communication issues at the moment seem to be the issue for SYF. Well, it looks like that experience we talk about with Corvidae is really what's allowing them to find their stride here.
Yeah.
They're just reading everything SYF are doing. SYF relying far too heavily on stacking and rotating it early instead of just playing the defense.
Llama's not getting on the board just yet either for SYF.
Yeah.
0 and 7 after 9 rounds.
Yep.
So, reminiscent of the Dick Stacey that we saw on Mirage.
Yeah, could be the same guy, you never know.
Might as well be. But it could potentially turn that around in the second half. We'll have to see. For now, still first half, but 7 and 1 for Corvidae. They're starting to run away from this game just a little bit. That's where you start to think you're getting a little bit concerned for SYF. Obviously, SYF did win their first matchup, so...
Yeah, I mean, I'm already a little concerned for SYF, but anything can happen. We'll see. There's banana control coming out from them. Just the 2 players. See, this molly that goes deep is not really enough unless you're going to do something about the player that runs through it. And as you see here, Zephyr's already got Elusive shot down to 11 HP. Gets that great headshot onto Prackham. Fully committing here. There's no way a CT can rotate in time. Because at first, it just looked like one person mucking around in banana. I mean, that's a little overkill, that molly. A bit early.
That's a very, very easy round for Corvidae. Very straightforward.
It's got to be a save here from SYF. They're definitely on the back foot. They can't afford to go down that slippery slope of the double eco.
That's one of those little intricacies that you see on Inferno, which you don't often see as much on other maps. Is like as soon as that B bomb site is overwhelmed, as soon as there's that smoke down, it's like, all right, we're done. We can't do anything.
You see it a little bit on Mirage.
Yeah, on Mirage B,
you've
maybe.
Really got to be a star player to hit those shots through the checkers window. Unless you have a player that unless you know you have a player coming in through T apartments or something like that. It's just it's a very difficult bomb site to retake. Case, you just always feel like you can retake it, but 9 times out of 10, that crossfire between either the site default position and checkers is too strong. But Inferno, you just know there's no safe avenue into the site, and unless you get there early, it's really a foregone conclusion. So nice work there to save the one, but unfortunately Corvidae do hunt down the other. And just a 1 gun save there. Llamas, who's really had a nightmare of a game so far.
No impact.
Not the guy you want to have the M4 this round.
No.
It's like when we see Simple with the Mac 10
the
or something.
CZ or whatever, yeah.
While Edward's got the AK.
Yeah.
It's like, well...
I mean, in this case, it's a little bit different. Because they haven't bought this round.
Well...
no one else has got armor, so... Armor for Llama.
Good banana control finally coming out from SYF and on an eco of all matters.
Well, this starts to make things a little bit interesting. There's an AWP there for Noobstar.
He is firing up with this
exactly. When he's had the AWP in his hands, he's looked pretty good, actually. And now Linestep and PZ Kid, they find themselves alone. And it's just a question like, what the hell happened there?
Yeah, well, Lightstep was quick to react. He's out of there heading straight up towards mid. Might fall victim to Gyra, but Lightstep usually checks his corners.
And he does. Yep.
And there's that knowledge as well of knowing what is possible.
PZ Kid, though, does go down, making a bit too much noise, and Llamas with that M4, he's on the board.
That is a very crucial round.
So is SYF.
That's going to allow SYF to even lose this round and still buy the next, so that's super important for them. As Corvidae, well, maybe their time is up. SYF have figured it out. That banana control is very instrumental.
I'm hearing some halftime music right now, Ian, in
on the other
game. Arena, so I'm going to have a check and see what the scoreline is between Tainted and Control.
I'm going to guess 14-1.
I would be thinking it would be something...
It must be bloody one-sided if it's halftime already.
15-0.
Oh, well.
Where you were wrong.
No, I was close.
15-0 to Tainted. Well, that's, I guess, how you want to be progressing if you're Tainted Wines. Keeps the day going pretty quick, but... Yeah, that's a nice bounce back from what we saw there against Corvidae.
Tell you one thing, it isn't Control.
No.
It isn't Control.
Not at all. So Corvidae starting to drop some players across the board, but Zeva's got himself in a good spot.
See, it's these pug sort of plays, confidence. There's allowing Corvidae to make these reads, these moves, get under the skin of SYF.
Don't know if he spotted a Noobster out there, but Noobster certainly seems to think there's something going on here.
Sixth Sense has gone off.
So this is a little bit of a precarious scenario for both players. Oh, he misses the shot, but Zeva doesn't actually punish him. Now Noobster's jumping around, and, well, this Molly not quite going to be enough. That's all gone wrong, really, hasn't it? Need to capitalize on that a bit better if you are Zeva. And Elusive doesn't know the bomb's going down.
The old Boxy Berserk smoke strap. Nice.
All
what
right.
year is it?
Let's see if Inject can do a rush here. He gets the first, but not the second. Llamas trades him out. SYF,
comeback is
2
on.
in a row.
The comeback is on.
Is it?
Starting to get their tail up a little bit, trying to fight their way out of this mess rather than trying to overthink it. No more stacking sites, just seeing what they can do. Just taking the fight to Corvidae, being ready for those sort of individual plays. Double AWP setup once again. I guess you've got the money, got the bankroll for it, but Gyra just the 2 kills, so you've got to question its impact to some degree. Inject now going to set up on Banana. 3 players there for the setup. No smoke deep, no molly close. Lucky Corvidae are far back.
All right. How's Corvidae going to negotiate this one? Because I haven't seen that double AWP much. Saw it in, I think, the first gun round. And then past that, SYF hasn't really had the money to use it. And now, Noobster really having that impact. We talked about it last round. He is the one that's getting a lot of those impact frags for SYF. Gyra, not so, with his AWP. Lightstep, just a little bit too quick on the draw there. But Brackham is playing from a fairly similar angle. He's been spotted out as well. Lightstep on the ball. Not quite enough, but he'll still be traded out by Chriso. So all's well that ends well for Corvidae. They just need to get their way into this site. Llamas burning alive. He's very low on HP, but he still manages to drop the bomb. 1 HP here for Llamas, and now Chriso needs to figure out where that next player is. He knows where Llama is, but even still, he has to get rid of him and then deal with Noobster. Which is no easy task.
Doesn't really need to do anything. If he can just stay alive here, bait Chris Howe into walking toward the pit, Noobster should have it. And if not, then Llamas is in prime position to trade. So
yeah, Chriso's got no idea where that second player is. You can see he's continuing to watch.
Oh, he's figured it out now
towards Library.
There you go. No, only so much you can do.
Yep.
Nicely played there by Llamas, surviving on that 1 HP. And, well, this is the first. Corvidae going to have to eco.
We could see a bit of an investment here from Lightstep. He had a bit of cash, and in fact, they are going to force buy through. 2 AKs out for Corvidae, a UMP and a couple of CZs. It doesn't look too horrible. They can keep juggling those AKs. They could definitely manage to make something happen. And another change up for SYF on the B site. Have the boost for the AWPer. Corvaday not too interested in that B bomb site for now. They're heading towards A. Some utility down early here from SYF, but it looks like it's going to be a quick play out from Corvaday. They're all setting themselves up in the apartments. The flashbangs through, the smoke's through as well. And the flashes are good, but Noobstar, he's still alive. The players on the site doing a good job. Gyra gets 2. And now Noobstar under a lot less pressure. He will get taken down by Peasy Kid, but Peasy Kid needs to get a little bit more done. In fact, he gets a couple with the CZ. Lightstep in the meanwhile hasn't been able to do much.
They've gotten a fair bit out of this force by, haven't they, Jordan?
Well, only a couple of kills. Not enough. The bomb's not down.
Gone. Prakram salvaged it. Lightstep just needs to get one more. And it's not a half-bad effort because SYF were starting to get quite a bankroll up.
Okay.
Not sure about the knife, but...
40 seconds here for Lightstep.
The read would be that Lamas is in the pit again. And Elusive, well, who knows where he could be, as his name would suggest.
Well, very close there for Lightstep.
It was always going to be a tough ask, but SYF back in this now.
Yeah, starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Up 5.
Not out of the woods yet,
but they've got something to work with at the very minimum. If the rest of the half goes bottoms up, Corvaday will get up to 10, but SYF, they can at least take some solos that they have a few rounds that they can use to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, I'm glad they've ditched the double AWP setup, but will they have control of the middle? As well as Banana, it looks like the eco rush towards B will come out. Only the 2 players there. Ooh, they're going for the boost here. A little bit predictable. Good get them caught out. But the double spam through the smoke is actually pretty effective as well. As you see there, Elusive already crossed through the back on and they just line up for him. So
yeah, nicely
done. But at the end of the round, only 2 of them had armor.
Sounds like that main stage game has finished.
Wow.
Given there's a lot of music going on right now.
Tainted Minds trying to get us back on schedule.
So, yeah, it was a 16-0 for Tainted Minds. Haven't seen a 16-0 in a while here in Australian CS, at least from my memory.
Do you remember? There was one the other day in Gfinity.
Was there?
Order? 16-0'd Deceptors, I think.
Brisbane Deceptors. What, is it like name versus name? Like Order 16-0'd the name? Because I don't think Deceptors is a great name, I'll be honest.
Yeah, look, I think that's one of the franchise teams.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Corvaday have seemed to have lost the plot a little bit. Just, it's not working.
Well,
like it was.
I said, you can only read so much until SYF decide to frag it up. Come down to their level and try and beat them with experience. Like I said, SYF, they've been on the grind for a long time. Maybe they were just trying too hard, you know what I mean? You can easily fall victim to it. Trying to flash for your teammates, trying to implement all this teamwork and strategy. It's harder than it looks. That's why only the best teams in the world can do it effectively. And at some point, you've just got to go with what works for you. And sometimes that low-level CS, that brawl kind of CS we talk about, that's what it's all about. And for SYF, that's what's got them back in this game.
Oh, that's a nice shot, though, from Chriso. Might give him the opening he needs. He's got an AWP here if he plays the line right. Oh, he did play it correctly, but Gyra
was expecting a lot quicker of a peak because he had the AK previously.
Yep. Now we're going to see the smoke down from Chriso. This is a winnable round, although he's
so much
a bit of noise. Lamas has been spotted. This is definitely Chriso's round. You can just feel it right now. Gyra isn't making the moves to trade.
He should know Gyra was the AWPer. Now he's avoiding Gyra, thinking Gyra's going to walk toward him. And as we know, pros don't fake, so interesting to see what happens here.
Chriso just needs to hit the shot. Nope, Gyra's actually gotten off it. Chriso, balls of steel.
Well, they don't call him the Iceman for nothing.
And that's a good shot hit by Chriso as well. 9-6 at the end of the half there for Corvaday. That's a fantastic sort of...
That's an ace for Chris as well.
Yeah, that's a fantastic round for Corvaday. All in all, I mean, I'm not so sure. Like, am I disappointed for Corvaday that it was only 9 rounds, or am I really happy for SYF? Anyway, we're going to head to a quick break. We'll be back after the ads. straight into the pistol round. That's exactly what we want.
Ooh.
Zeva opening up with a couple of kills on his CZ. And oh, this is very Corvidae. They've run all the way down mid. Elusive is causing a bit of a headache though, as something's gone a little bit wrong there for Corvidae. They, I don't know what.
You don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know. But PZ Kid does.
Classic PZ Kid fashion, just lets them both run past.
Oh, and he's run out of ammo.
This is unusual.
This is
Go back to A.
very unusual.
Well, luckily the smoke gifts them the cross into the site. Lightstep's going to hear that bomb plant. No, he's down for the 1v1. This is looking really good for Lightstep. He's shaken, but not stirred, as he will get that defuse. Nicely played there by the veteran.
Bit of a shout there from Corvidae.
And the old dad step delivers, just like a good midwife.
That was a very strange round. And a very strange call there as well, I'll say. Been watching a bit too much Handmaid's Tale or something like that.
I just do whatever I want, Jordan.
All right. Corvidae with the buy. Pretty good looking one, is that? There's an M4 there for Lightstep, but a lot of utility across the board. That's always nice.
We used to call this the mix bag.
Party mix.
The mix lolly bag.
Party mix.
Remember this one? Get your pineapples, your milk duds.
Yeah. Your teeth.
Still can't find slammers. I don't know where they went. Must be a 90s thing.
Just 90s kids. Interesting looking smoke there in mid. Not sure who that's from.
The blue trail indicates potentially Corvidae.
No, that was for a flashbang.
Oh, was it, mate?
The smoke was there before.
Okay. All right, look at you, Mr. Dallas.
Yeah, all right. Call me that again.
Mr. Dallas.
I gets me all kinds of excited, Dean.
You know what they say? Small things can be small ones.
They do indeed.
Dallas is a big place.
Gyra. He's doing a bit of amusing as well, as he's got himself the bomb here. Needs to hit a nice frag onto the player on the site, though, and that's Lightstep, and he's got a significant chunk of HP, but it does not matter when there is a Deagle. And it is happening indeed. Chriso and Lightstep, they both go down to the Deagle there of SYF, and it's all on to Inject. Another 2v1 here presented for Corvidae.
Yes, indeed.
And a much different, maybe taller order here for Inject than what we saw for Lightstep, as post plant has been set up for SYF. There isn't much HP here for the remaining players, but he does manage to get rid of Elusive. Now he just needs one bullet onto Gyro. He's run out of ammo. He needs to pull out that pistol and can't quite get the job done. Gyro, what a fantastic round.
That's
4 kills with the Deagle.
That's amazing work there by SYF. That's such an important round. That's their campaign back on track. What an absolute upset there. I don't know what's going on with Inject in that particular situation.
Really looked like it was falling to bits, didn't it?
Just like threw a vibrator under his mouse. I don't know what was going on.
That's a new one.
That force feedback, Jordan. Jeez. The one single solitary nade. Just imagine another one.
Yeah.
And another
Haven't
one.
they been watching Astralis?
Well, exactly, Jordan. Haven't they been watching?
That's the new meta.
It is indeed. The double nade strat.
Everywhere and anywhere.
What's even better is a double nade followed up by a delayed late nade. A triple nade.
Yep.
And then you're just too deep.
This is like Inception.
You're just too deep in the simulation at that point. As Kevin would say.
Not a whole lot happening right now.
Corvidae don't need to do anything. They don't need to press the button. Prackham just waiting for these smokes. You obviously don't want to mess with the smoke walls on an anti-eco. They just allow numbers to group behind them, crossfires and the like. And you have time on your side. You have weapon advantage on your side.
Feels like this round has gone for longer than it has. Still 35 seconds on the clock there for SYF, so a bit of time to work with, like you say. Zeva opting to, well, trying at least to.
Optimistic as ever?
Yeah, he's trying, but it's not working.
He's very trying.
Is that so? Exit frags, the option of choice now for Corvidae, but...
Wow, how quickly the tables turn.
It's going
Get
to be
rid
tough.
of that chicken, will you? Can we get chickens out of competitive Counter-Strike, please?
What have you got against chickens?
They're bloody foul.
Will be in a sec if Chris shoots it. Gyre up is in fact going to be the bloody one, and almost there for Chriso. Needed just another shot across onto Elusive, but can't get it. We're up to another one there for SYF, 8 to 10.
And another one.
And another one.
So time for a think here if you're SYF. And on the flip side,
maybe they should use this time to sort of get up and do some jumping jacks, just warm up a little bit.
just warm up a bit. That's a good idea. They should have done that before the game, actually.
A little bit cold, a little bit cold. I'm feeling it. All right. No gun still in the hands of Corvidae. And Elusive leading the charge. It's not really a charge, but it's a slow progression out from SYF. It's worked out nicely. Gyro gets 10. And that's really what you want. Be able to get your kills on the Mac 10. Means you boost your economy just a bit. Night step and inject. Not really going to be able to get much done here with the USP. And that, is that a 5-7 for inject? Haven't seen the icon in so long.
Just preparing for that new meta.
Yeah, just practicing.
Light step. Wherefore out thou?
What are you
Light step.
thinking about? Have you seen that?
Have I seen that, mate? I was there.
Yeah, you filmed that. Actually, that guy does kind of look like you.
Exist.
No. You definitely don't know what I'm thinking about. There's an ad.
Oh, I made that ad.
Yeah. Exist doesn't look like you at all.
No, I was going to say.
I've seen him.
Where did you see him, Jordan?
I am Sydney.
That was nice of you.